What a mess. What a mess. I'm sorry, folks. I can't, my brain's not working and I don't know what I'm doing wrong. Anyway, uh, I went live a couple of minutes early because everything is totally screwed up. Hi, Ann. Oh, gosh. I can't believe what I just did. Well, I can because it's me, but I totally screwed up. I had everything set up to go live. Hi, Safia. And then I went live. And then I ended it because I was just testing to see if I could go live. But when I ended it, I also ended everything that I had set up to go live for this stream, if that makes any sense. Hi, Pam, but thank you for being here. And when I did that, because I've been having trouble going live, so I figured and I forgot to put it on private, and then people popped in, and I was on 30 seconds, and oh my gosh, what a friggin' mess! But thank you guys for being here. I have been on pretty much on and off all day, not expecting to have been, but that's on me because I wasn't paying attention. Which happens to me a lot. But now I'm here and you're here, and it's all good. And I am involved in Miriam's. Hi, Colleen. And I guess Carol and Raul and Miriam and Kim, and there was a whole bunch of people involved in this Hollow Zine streamathon things, and everyone's kind of Raul had company and couldn't make it, and then for tomorrow's Thanksgiving, Canadian Thanksgiving, so Carol couldn't make it. So Miriam's on her own, and this morning I was literally laying in bed when I thought that she wanted me to go live with her, which I did. I jumped up and I said, I'll be there in about, give me a couple of minutes. So I went live with Miriam, and then Kim came on, and I joined Kim, and I finished my one stream. Hi, Debbie. My one zine, and I thought I was done. And then I realized that I basically had agreed to make another zine during my stream. So I used up all my stuff to make the one zine. So now we're going to make another zine, and we'll see how that goes. Whew. And I don't even know whether that makes sense to anybody. It doesn't even make any sense to me, as I'm trying to retell you how I screwed up on many levels. However, I did manage to get the garbage to the street, which is a good thing. And I've got the paper partially folded for the zine. Let me see if I can't move this just a wee bit without it falling down on me. Is that any? Oh, there. How's that? That's pretty good. If I can remember to stay in here. All right. So let me show you hi, Kathy. Let me show you the zine that I made earlier this morning. And what I did was I had last year's Olive and Cocoa. Is that their name? Olive and Cocoa catalog from their Halloween catalog from last year. And I literally cut it up. I mean, cut it up, cut it out, and then I crumbled it up, right, and thought I was done, and then I was pulling it out of the garbage and salvaging some of the pieces. But anyway, this is what I made earlier today. And I used Timmy tissue paper as the background, which you can't hardly see any of it. And then I added, hi, Belinda. And then I added some story to it, which is kind of lame. But anyway, so this is it. Let me see if you can see it. Will this focus? Hell no. Why would I expect it to focus? That would be asking too much. Ooh, ooh. Let me see if autofocus is on. I hate this camera. I really do. I'm not happy with it. And I spent way more than the Logitech 922 that everyone uses. I figured, oh, well, I'll go up to the next. And it doesn't work. And you know, I was so in focus when I was on YouTube, wasn't I? Is that any better? Oh, well. We'll leave it at that. I don't want to mess around with it too much anyway. So it says, welcome to the party. Have some bloody good treats. And that was out of the magazine. And then it says, check the what up, witches. And these are all part of the catalog. And then I had these new stamps. They're used stamps that I got from Johnny. And then, let's see. And it says, give everyone a boo. And that's the boo that I copied out of the magazine. I added an eye. Everyone needs an eye. Again, but these are all parts out of that catalog. The ladies and everything is out of the catalog. And then it says, and scare up some fun. And this is a graphics fairy, but I love this. This is hear no, see no, speak no evil skeletons. And it says, and scare up some fun until you're done. The end. So that's my little zine from today. And it's very colorful. It's got lots going on in it. And it's a little bit bigger. It's bigger than the 9x, the regular printer paper, because I used the big stuff. So I'm going to just finish doing that. And then we will proceed. I am sure a lot of people are zined out. But it's a hollow zine, and I said it was a zine-a-thon. And then Beth said, I'm the queen of zines, and it feels like that because I end up getting involved in a lot of zines. I'm doing a lot of zine time, but that's okay. So this is going to be like so. I'm going to have to cut off part of it because it's too big. Hi, Aunt Bex. How are you? Have you gone to mill, or you're home from mill, or you're on your way to mill? Okay. I'm doing a zine, a hollow zine. But I think it's going to be more fall zine. It could be an autumn or a hollow zine. And I'm going to cut this off and this off. I could make it a, meandering book, but I don't really want to meander. I meander enough. And besides, I don't really kind of remember. I know you cut. Anyway, I'm just going to cut this off. Hi, Lydia and Belinda. I said hi, Belinda. Oh, you're home from mill. Oh, okay. This doesn't look right, but throw that on the floor. Oh, it's, what did I do wrong? You cut this out right here to here. Oh, please, brain engage, brain engage. Engaging brain. You're going to cut to here. I'm going to get rid of this. When we meet again. Hello, Brenda. Brenda A. Brenda? I think I probably should have cut it the other way, right? Wow. Is anybody shocked that I did it ass backwards? I'm certainly not. Okay. And let me cut this straighter. That's okay. Oh, I am sorry. I'll try to cheer. Oh, I'm sorry, Kathy. Kathy lost one of her koi. I'm so sorry to hear that. Hi, Sherry. God, I did something wrong here, and I don't even know what. It'll be a different shaped zine, because I know I have to cut this out. Oh, Lordy. Why does my brain just disengage whenever I go live? Because it wasn't engaged in the first place, Ann. Okay, it's just going to be a different shape zine, but that's okay. Yeah, that's all right. Hi, Becky Mendez. Yes. Landscape instead of portrait. And I didn't expect that. Didn't plan on that. Yeah, I made it. Yeah, I went on briefly. I went live briefly, Becky, to see whether everything was working. And I should have done that private, but I forgot to do the private. So that's why you saw me about an hour ago. So I bopped on and bopped off. Bebop, do bop. I don't think I've ever done a landscape zine before. How exciting. Yeah, I'm going to try to trim this up a little bit. It's kind of a little rough around the edges here. Huh. It's just going to make it rougher. Well, maybe not. Okay. All righty. Let me just move this out of the way. Let me... No, I've been having trouble with... Oh, shit. Excuse my French. Oh, God. Couldn't anything go more wrong? Oh, Lordy. Okay. All righty. Well, I'll tell you what. Okay. All righty. Okay. Plan B. I can't believe I just... Yes, you can, Ian. I believe you just did that because sometimes you're an idiot. All right. Let's do this. It'll be a lot easier, right? No worries. Thank you, Belinda. I appreciate that. It's only paper, right? It's only paper, and I got lots of it. Except they just wasted a nice piece of drawing paper, but that's okay. Not a problem. Let's see if I can't do this without totally effing it up. All right, so this I'm just going to do what they call a hot dog fold. And then a hamburger fold. you know, like a hamburger, I guess. And then we fold it again. Oh, this is going to be so much smaller than that other one. You just have smaller pieces of paper. No, that's true. Absolutely. Except all of that's wasted, but that's okay. I can paint on it. And then I just have to fold this again. Right? Yeah. I think it actually is better to fold it. I think it's better to fold it this way. Then it's not so much paper you're folding. Is that right? I think. Okay. There. All right. Here we go. Yeah, I know. Some people, that's even a better way. Like so. And then like so. Yep. Yep. All right. I've done it every which way. There. Now I'm just going to cut out from here to here. That's right. Yeah, from here to here. I think. Yes. So I'm just going to make a little. To get my scissors in. Wow, this is going to be, I didn't realize how much bigger the other one was compared to this one. Ta-da! Like magic. It is like magic. Wow. Well, that other one, you know, I could have made, that would have been huge if I had done the other one and just folded in half. That would have been huge. I mean, the pages, each page would have been about yay big. Okay. A zine, a naked zine. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 8 pages in all. All right. Whew, got through that. Now I'm going to cover the whole thing with voila. Oh my God. I want to know. Okay. I'm going to cover, instead of using black and white Timmy tissue, I'm going to use some Timmy tan tissue. And I'm going to use that as the background. Yep, I'll do this, lay this down as the background. And I'm not going to, I'm just going to cut it like at here. Like right here. Maybe I'll do this. I'll use a ruler. What do you think of them apples? It's fall. Is anybody feeling fallish? I mean, are you starting to get fallish weather? We're not really. It was a little bit cooler after Milton came rolling through, but well, I guess it is a little cooler. It's not it's not in the 90s. It's in the high 80s. Yeah. You are? Oh, okay. That's nice. That's good. It's got to be fall somewhere, right? All right, let me just draw a line there so I know where I'm cut. Because I should have done it on the other side, but I didn't. That's okay. Right there? Yeah, okay. All right. Let's just do this. Like so. Up like so, so I can just whack this off. Wow, okay. You're in Tennessee. It was in the high 40s. Ooh. Yeah, we won't. Oh my God. Yeah, that I am. Yeah. You won't see that until February, maybe. I finally. No, we're rainy and windy here in Wisconsin. We have the heat on. Oh boy. Yeah, that damp is really miserable when you have that kind of cold, rainy damp. I finally heard from my friends in Bradenton. I knew they were okay because I called their son, who lives over here on the East Coast, kind of where I live. And so I knew they were okay because she had said pretty explicitly, I will call you when this is all over. And I waited and I waited and I figured, oh, and so I called anyway, texted her son, and he said they were great. I was relieved to hear they were great. But they FaceTimed me last night and they look exhausted, absolutely exhausted. Even though it's several days past, right? But they looked exhausted. They lost their power, but for not that long. And the Bradenton beach is totally destroyed, and there's a lot of damages around, obviously. And where they lived, when I went to visit them, there were blue tarps everywhere because they were in the process of replacing the roofs from Hurricane Ida. And but they're okay. That's the most important thing. Again, they looked really tired, but oh, it's 48 there now. Okay, that's nippy. I miss fall. As far as the season goes. But then, after fall, you know what's coming. And depending where you living, you got winter coming. Yes. Ooh. So you're kind of having like an Indian summer. Because I read somewhere, and I could be wrong, and somebody in here could correct me, but I read that technically you can't have an official Indian summer until you have a frost. So technically you have a frost, and then it warms up and gets like 75 sunny, and that's considered the Indian summer. Hi, Adria. How are you? I am babbling and making a hollow zine, or it's probably going to be more an autumn fall zine because I used all my zine-y stuff earlier today. But whatever it is, it'll be okay. And this is so much smaller than the other one I made. I won't need as much stuff. All right. I'm just using some Timmy stuff as a background. Oh, well, you're allowed to nap, Barbara. It's nap time in California. Man, that's something I wish I could do. I used to nap. I was a power napper. Oh my gosh, I could take the best power naps. I come home from school, and I usually didn't get home until about 4:35 by the time I got lesson plans and pick all that stuff situated for the next day. I didn't do a good job on that. That's okay. Anyway, I couldn't get home about 5ish, and I would lie down until about 5:15, 5:20, and I would wake up and feel totally refreshed. It was like part two of my day. So 15 minutes, 20 minutes, I was good to go. I can't do that now. But sometimes I go out on the porch and I read. Hi, Kim. I read and nap. I've talked about this before. You end up reading the same sentence over and over again because you fall asleep and then you wake up. I just picked up a new book to read. It's an old book, very old. I think 1991. We have a little library here. And it's by the author that wrote The Thornbirds, which I loved. And it's called, and it's hard to follow. And it's like the book is about yay thick, and it's really thin paper, paperback paper, and the print's really tiny. The name of the book is The First Man in Rome, and it takes place, I guess, post Julius Caesar. And all of the guys have all the Roman names. I was laughing today when Kim was coming up with Latin names for some of her plants. And then I should have gotten that book out, and you could have named them after some of the characters in this novel. So it's going to be hard. It's going to be hard to keep track of all the characters. Kind of reminds me of reading a Russian novel. I used to get lost when you read a Russian novel with all the Viches. Not bitches, Viches, which is son of, Ivanovich, Petrovich. They're all in Vich's son. And then you have Vich, son of a gun. So what I would do, I would just give them simple names like John and Richard, and so I would change their names to protect the innocent. No, change their names so I could keep track of them in the story. I don't think I didn't read too many Russian novels. I never read War and Peace. I never read Anna Karenina. I think I read Sons and Fathers, or Fathers and Sons. Maybe another couple. Something I never did. I never took a course in Russian literature. Oh, okay. Well, I'm glad you're here. Was that lovely Vera that has given you permission? I'm assuming that's Vera, right? That's the youngest. Hi, Mitzi. Good to see you. I'm working on a hollow zine or autumn zine, and I'm just laying down my... You know what I did, folks. Everybody who does a zine knows that it's going to be upside down. Yay for me. It's got to be upside down. Yes, Miss Vera. Okay. I know. Did you read The First Man in Rome? The First Man in Rome down. You put it down? Does that mean you couldn't read it? Because I'm struggling with it. Hi, Beth. I'm struggling with The First Man in Rome. And so I don't know. My sister-in-law just told me about a book that she just read. And she said she would mail it to me if I want. And I said, yes, thank you very much. and it's about Churchill and Roosevelt in World War II. Right up my alley. All right. So this is my background for my zine. I'm going brown instead of black and white. And nice simple background. Upside down. Right side up. Doesn't matter. Don't look. Don't look. Okay. So now I thought I would, it's kind of sticky. Let me open it up so it doesn't get, I think I ruined two of my favorite brushes because I didn't get them in water fast enough. And they're blue handled with the kind of tan bristle. I mean, they're beautiful brushes. And I think I ruined both of them. They've been soaking in hot soapy water, and that didn't really cut it. So I am afraid that I have ruined them, unfortunately. I thought I would make some leaves. Yeah, isn't that a nice? I kind of like that too. It's kind of subtle. I mean, the black and white, I use this on the other zine, and this is pretty also, but you can't really see it because I covered pretty much all of it. But that was nice background too. Okay, that's what I thought. I do have Murphy's oil soap, so I will rinse them and get the soap off and then put them in Murphy's. I do have Murphy's. All right, I'm going to use my little sidekick. Woohoo, I got a sidekick. And we're going to make some leaves and place some of those down. And I love this. This is a really nice die set from Sizzix. And okay, well, I have Murphy oil soap, and yeah, that's just like a staple, right? You can't. Right, I will do the smaller leaves. I think this one will be too well. I'll do the smallest ones. Here's a small one. Here's a small one. Here's a small one. And maybe all right. Okay. And I'm going to cut them out in. Let's see. Let me get these stamps. I bought all these stamps from Johnny. Johnny had a stamp sale. Oh my God. I don't know why I bought all those stamps. I've got tons of stamps. I struggled and just stopped reading it. I have my pretty. Oh, well, I don't feel so bad. All right, you got the page. Okay. Oh, okay. All righty. Oh, you renamed people too? Yeah. Okay. I never read, the Gulag. The guy that was locked up in the Gulag, his book. Neither. Let's see. I was thinking they got some pretty fall pictures in here. Really hot water. Well, I can mix the Murphy with some really hot water. This would be, let's see. Yankee Magazine. I did live up, in upstate New York, not really upstate New York, southwestern New York, kind of have New England roots. And I used to love Yankee Magazine, but they've changed it and it's all ads. I mean, every page is an ad. But let's see if there's some fall stuff here. I'll move this out of the way so you can see what I'm. And it used to be like a little magazine like that. And it used to have swap pages in the background. I did a big order at Amazon. Oh my God. Someone needs to, yeah, I get in trouble early in the morning. I get these things going on in my mind, and I literally had the whole order, and my finger hovered over it. And I finally pulled the trigger. Well, those of you that know me, oh, that looks good. Pair it up. Ooh. I finally bought the Dremel. The Dremel. Oh, Amherst. The Dremel. I bought a Dremel. Mid-price Dremel. And I bought the extra little accessories. Oh, that's a pretty picture. And what else did I get? Oh, I got all sorts of stuff. I got into all sorts of trouble. And of course, oh, I got the Nicole from Glue Relax Cut Person. She's now doing she found a notebook that has 2-inch squares in it. So she's gonna collage in grids, and she started doing it. Hi, Renee. And I ordered that notebook that's got the 2-inch squares in it, and there was a couple of things. It was a big order. I spent a lot of money. And it was all supposed to be. I bought some wood, and I've decided that don't even ask me. I thought, wouldn't it be fun to do some carving? I've never carved anything in my life, so I bought balsa wood, and then I bought 2 books on carving little people. So that's supposed to come. And I saw the Amazon truck go by when I took the garbage out, but they didn't stop at my house. They didn't stop at my house. Oh, you ordered one too? The grid book? I think that's gonna whittling. Yeah, I'm gonna sit out on the back porch and do some whittling. Hi, Janice. I'm gonna whittle away. But the book is really cute. The 2 books is like, little people and then little characters. And so I got wood. Got a big 24 pieces of various sizes of wood. And I got the Dremel. And I bought a wood carving set, even though I have one. That's crappy. So I bought another one. Why not? And part of the order was supposed to be delivered today. And the other part was supposed to be delivered tomorrow. And they really would want me to have it all delivered tomorrow. But since they charge such an outrageous amount for their Prime, I figured screw them. I don't want to wait. But they got me in the end because they didn't deliver the order that was due today. And lately, Amazon is losing my orders. I don't know how you lose kitty litter, but they lost my kitty litter order. I had to order it again. And I don't know. That's kind of pretty. That could be a nice leaf. We'll try that. It's kind of thin, but maybe if I double it up, like so. And oh, that's Renee saying hello. Renee's in. Sunny. Yeah, I noticed that, and I'm figuring, okay, maybe we can blame it on the hurricanes, and that's a legitimate, the hurricanes. But I'm actually going to run out of kitty litter, so I'm actually going to have to go to the store. I have a Instacart delivery for kitty litter because they lost it. Then I reordered it, and the kitty litter is not going to be here until the 17th. I can't believe it's going to be the 17th though. Soon. That's blue water. Look at that. That's what I miss. Dublin Pond. Look at all these typewriters. I'm going to be cutting those out later. Yes. Yep. Yep. It's frustrating for sure. Well, I think I might. Isn't this the bear door? The bears next door. Isn't it cute? The poor bears. They're losing their habitat there. Have you ever watched? There's a show that they're park rangers. No, they're not park rangers. They're, what are they called? They're, oh my God, I can't think of the name, but you know what I mean. They're guys that take care of, they check for fishing licenses and stuff like that. Yes, you should take it out. My father had a Dremel because he built clocks, and I think I gave it to Goodwill because I figured, I looked at it, I'm never going to use that. I didn't know I was going to. But anyway, I've been talking about it, and I'm glad it's, maybe if they don't lose it, I will get it here sometime in the near future. But the other option, and I know several people do this option, is that you just wait until you get an order. And I don't know whether it's $25 or $35, but if you get an order on Amazon, $25, $35, you get free shipping. So instead of being so impatient as I am, I could wait maybe a while before I, had a $25 order and get free shipping. And then I would lose Prime Video. Now, I very rarely ever watch anything on Prime. Oh, that's right, for filing down your pet's nails. Yeah. I very rarely watch anything on Prime except oh, you think it's $35? Okay, that's what you do. I know I'm pretty sure that's what Becky does too. What was I saying? Oh, I can't even think. They have Thursday Night Football. And I think that's the only place where you can watch Thursday Night Football. And I love my football. Could I live without watching Thursday Night Football? Because there is football on. Like right now. There's Monday Night Football. There's Sunday Night Football. There's all day Sunday football. There's Thursday Night Football. Use it heavily until about a year ago. Well, okay. That's kind of what happened. I bought a knockoff Dremel. Yeah, I know. And that's what I'm afraid of. I'm talking about canceling my Amazon Prime. But I don't want to lose Thursday Night Football. That's what I was kind of. I have 3 pieces here. Let's see whether that'll cut through here or not. It could be a disaster. It really should go this way. I'm sorry, folks. I just can't. My brain is just not working. That would be a pretty leaf, though, wouldn't it? That right there would be a very pretty leaf. I think so. All right, let's do this. All right. Okay, maybe we can get, all right, let me do this. Maybe we can get a couple. Oh, wow. See, Kim said she's had hers for 25 years. Well, anyway, I bought a cheap one. And it came with every attachment you can imagine. And I used it like basically once or twice, and the engine blew, right? It blew up, it burnt out. So I went online and read up that what could go wrong, right? And there's They're brushes. They're like little brushes, and I followed the directions, and I took it apart and checked to see whether the brushes were burnt out, because those are replaceable. And that wasn't the case. The brushes were fine. So then I proceeded to tear it completely apart until there was nothing left of it but little tiny pieces, which I now have, that I plan to use when I make like little, critter things or whatever. So that's why I decided I will get the real deal, and we'll see what happens. But that's what I was afraid of too. And that's good to know. Fingers crossed. Haven't used it in ages, yeah. Well, I guess, let's hope. Ooh, it's going to be pretty. Let me get the pin. The pin. I think that's going to be it's going to be interesting, right? Don't you think, for the zine? Ooh. Careful. Ooh. I think that's going to be really pretty. It's two of them. Oh, look at that. Isn't that pretty with this the seam? I know. It's so true, though. Yeah, that's what Renee said. You can do I guess you just, you can see the little house there. I think that's going to look pretty. And we'll put those on here. Let me make a couple more. I think that's going to be a perfect thingy. And look what I found over here. Whoa. That's what I call fall. That's New Hampshire. Now that's the Dublin. Yeah, my sister lived in New Hampshire for many years. And then they moved to Maine. And then they moved back to New Hampshire. And her son actually bought their house that they had in New Hampshire. Yeah, I like folding that in half is a good idea. We had color like that in New York where I lived. We had the maples, and we had the bright oranges and the reds, and oh my God, it was just breathtaking. And then came winter, the brutal long winter. Very brutal winter, at least where I was. There was typically snow a week before Halloween, and it was known to snow on Mother's Day. So it was long. In February, it was dark by 4. You know how you get that dark, dreary, dark when you got up, dark by 4. Brutal. And it was like living in shades of gray. It was like your whole life became black and white and gray, because we would have, where I lived, we not only had lake effect snow, but we had lake effect cloudiness. Oh, they're turning there now? Oh, I bet. Yeah. Yeah. So we would go days without seeing the sun. And then it would snow. And little did the students know that the faculty, all we talked about was the chances of whether we were going to have a snow day or not. I told the kids that they didn't think we wanted snow days. I wanted just as much as they did. I don't know why they thought they had a monopoly on. Yeah, the Siberian, that's exactly right. The Siberian winters, that's what they are. Exactly. I forgot you were a New England girl. I forgot that. Uh-oh. Can't be dinging me now. Yeah, my son, my oldest son, went to MIT and never came home. He stayed there. He stayed in Boston and Cape Cod. And he's still there today. Oh, dear. Well, that's what happens here with the people that, if you want your shutters put up, they'll put them up for you, but they're not going to take them down until the end of hurricane season. So those people that have their shutters up, they're going to be living in the dark until November 30th or after November 30th. Oh, you were a lifeguard. Oh, how cool. Before the sharks took over, yeah. I don't know whether that went through. Let's see. Oh, it did. Oh my gosh. I'm going to get a whole bunch of good ones, folks. It's like, what do we get? What do we get? This is exciting. Because I think there's 4 in here. Love it. This is a lot of fun, folks. Highly recommend this. That's even pretty, just with the, let's see what's on the inside. Uh-oh, where's the, I screw up, didn't get the foliage. Wait a minute. I like that too, but I'm hoping. Hey, who's dinging me? Smart and Safe Florida releases a new ad featuring what? Screw you. But I did get things from the insurance company. And they say, well, if you need something, this is where you go to, put a claim in, and this is where the agents are. They were very proactive with a lot of information. Fortunately, I didn't need them this time. I was talking to my neighbor. Come on. Well, I know there's another one underneath here. I know that. There. Okay, let's see. Gentle. Ooh, this is kind of fun. That's pretty. Look at that. So we got that and that. And let me get these apart. And there should be some foliage. So we have a lovely neighbor down the road. I mean, she's on this block, and she's a retired nurse, and she takes care of everybody on the block. Everybody on the block. When I fell and broke my wrist, she was here to help me And if anybody's sick, she's there. I mean, she's that type of person. She's kind of like, and after the hurricane, my driveway was just covered with debris, twigs and branches. And I'm pretty wobbly on my knees, with my knees. And I went out there and I was really afraid that I was going to get tripped on the stuff. But you know what? Yesterday she showed up with her leaf blower and blew the driveway and cleaned off all of the leaves and the branches and all of the debris from the hurricane. And because the IRCC crew will get around to it probably tomorrow, maybe, but she did there. So that's just, she takes care of all of us. All right, so I'm happy with those. I got the chunk of it. All right, okay. So let's do some gluing. Let's see, what else? No, I kind of like that. I'm just going to tear that, and just put that down as a piece of collage. All right. Ooh, that's pretty too. I should get out some watercolors too. Okay, let's put, I think we got it enough of this. This thing is heavy. I know. Yep, it is. And then every couple of months we have a block party. Sometimes it's really a garage party and we driveway and everyone brings a dish. And this last time we had a block party and it was brunch at the club. And because all the houses are occupied right now. Oh, it is a nice, yeah. Oops. I want to make sure I'm in the right. Why is that? Is that stuck? I guess it is. Well, that's okay. Leave it alone, Ann. Leave it alone. Leave it alone. Leave it alone. Yeah, I lived on a. Oh dear, I lived on another street in the same community when my mom was alive, and when she passed away, I downsized and I bought the place I'm in now, which is much smaller. And I'm in a duplex, and we refer to one another as roof mates. So I'm in a much smaller house and on a different block, but this block is much not the other people weren't friendly, but this block is much, I don't know. They get together and do stuff. Like after the breakfast brunch get together, one of the people that had recently moved in are hosting a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. They're hosting a Halloween party on Halloween. So when we're supposed to get dressed up. And I'm going to. I have the faculty used to get dressed up when I worked. The faculty would get dressed up, and half the time the student population would notice and say, "Hey, how are you guys wearing the same thing?" And we'll go, "Yeah." So one year we went out. The headmaster went as the evil queen in Snow White, and we went the faculty all dressed up as the dwarfs, and that was funny. And then one year we were all cowboy, cowgirl type of things. I've got these left over from one of the. So the last year, we decided to do, and I'm going to show you because I think you'll be able to guess what this is. I'm hoping, and if you're not, then we're in deep shit. Um, You're all dressed up as. You ready? Where's Waldo? So I'm going as Where's Waldo. So the whole faculty were walking around. Where's Waldo? And it has the shirt, and it even has the hat. And the glasses. So that's what I'm going as. I'm going as Waldo. And I've worn it once before, so I don't even know what size it is. I'm sure it's big. But anyway, so that's what I'm going as. Waldo. This hat is really nice. Wow, it's a nice hat. And these glasses, I don't know. It even says Where's Waldo on the glasses. I don't know whether I'll wear them over my glasses or just be blind. Anyway, so that's what I'm going as, Waldo. I thought you would. Hopefully, pictures will be taken. Otherwise, I don't know what I would go as. Because as a kid, we always went as hobos, right? Ratty, we would just put some, I don't know, dirt on our faces or something like that. And torn jeans and raggedy flannel shirts. So there's Waldo. And I have to be very careful because we don't want to suffocate anybody with Waldo. Oh, name of the company is www.elope.com. Okay. I don't know who would elope wearing a Waldo outfit, but that's interesting. I thought I would share that with you. Whoops, it's okay, Lily. Okay. Let's glue some stuff down here. A couple of leaves here. They look really nice, don't they? I must say so. I must say they do. So let's glue that down. All right, glue. Take your iPhone and vlog it. I could. Yeah, this is when you kind of, yeah, I could wear them around my neck. Yeah, I could. I may even have one of those lanyard thingies. I mean, I can see pretty good. And I'm not driving, you know what I mean? It's a block party. We're walking to these people's house. I don't know where they live, but they live somewhere on the street. All of our streets are very patriotic because this community was developed by a couple of retired military officers. So the streets are like, I live on Old Glory. And I came from Freedom Drive, and there's Pioneer and Continental and Patriot and Kitty Hawk and Frontier. Yeah, I like that. I think we need to put another one on. Should we do like so? Like that? Yeah. what I should have done, which I didn't, but I still could, is go back and find some, nice autumnal. It's hard to say automaton, you know, autumn quotes, and that's what I can do and keep it simple. Just do autonomous quotes. I mean, Becky's got a whole bunch. Becky did a beautiful autumn journal that she's been working on with beautiful watercolors. Came out so pretty. I think you're almost done, right, Becky? You want to fill it, though. How's the bear? Becky and I are working on a bear. I like that. If I was Waldo and Worcester, would be. Okay, yeah, well, yeah. Well, my newest glasses, I should have put that down first, but I didn't. But I'll put it down first on the next page. Because this is just kind of a cute little image. It's Halloween-ish, but it's not. So let me just, and then maybe I will. I've got a couple of little stamps that I got from Johnny. I'll stick that there and there, there, and there and there. Let's go to the next page. I'm going to stick this down in the corner. It already has like a black edge around it, but we'll give it another one. Oh, thank you. I think I bet against Denver. Let me check. I've done horribly this year so far. I blew the Thursday night game. Didn't get that right. I can't win for nothing. 2 years ago, I won it all. I mean, everyone's goal was to beat me. They'd go into the teacher's room and all the woman that runs this thing, they would say, we got to beat Laura. We got to beat Laura. Ha, 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 ha. But they didn't. But this year, man, everybody's beating me. I can't get anything. Anyway. But when you go back and you look at the games, 4th down. Punted for 3. Okay. But you look at the final scores and they're like 3-point, they're not very rarely, they're blowouts. They're very close. That's no consolation, though. I am currently in 16th place out of 22. I mean, that's pretty pathetic, right? Come on, load, will you? No, I don't want Carol as much as I don't know. My internet's acting weird. So I think maybe we don't want to put it in the center. It's the end of the third quarter, yeah. So all of the afternoon games are all of the 4 o'clock games. Come on. Pick them. You pick them. I mean, I'm trying to pick them. Oh, there it is. Okay. Stick this on. But it's kind of neat that there's 22 of us in the pool, I think, this year. This is a pool from where I worked. And this pool has been going on for 16, 17 years. This pool has been active. And it's been run by various faculty members over the years, usually math faculty members. which I don't know why it's a math thing, but currently it's a woman that's running the pool this year and the last year, and she's but it's through CBS, and they don't have to do any. I mean, you just put your picks in, and everything is taken care of by the program. That's smallish. Oh, that's right. Oh, I bet you that's driving you nuts. It probably has it at 100 decimals. Remember, I told you my father always was very kind because my mother would read, and in deference to my mom reading, he would watch football games and all the sporting things. He would watch them with the mute on so she could read and he could watch. And he said, I don't need to hear some commentator talk about somebody's cheating on his wife. He said, I could care less about that. I think baseball's the worst because they have so much airspace to kill, at least in football. If something's happening pretty fast, even though people that don't like football think it takes forever. But come on. Stick. Oh. Surprise. Hi, Nicola. Doctor Who fanatic. Well, welcome. I know you're new because I would remember Doctor Who fanatic. I know, a bonus leaf. I like that. Gosh, it's sticky though. Look at this. How about the kitties? The kitties. Gosh, I don't know what's going on. It's taking forever for this to load. It's sticking to me and sticking to you. Maybe I'll stick these up here. But you can't really see. Oh, is that a double? Okay, open that like so. And then like so. So that is kind of like a double spread, huh? Gosh. All right. And then I will stick that up there like so. And kitties are cute. So tomorrow's another Monday. The weeks just fly by. Oops. Just stick that on there like so. Stick that up there like that. Maybe I will. Oh, wow. I can't imagine watching it on a phone, but that's really very nice. I'll watch the World Series, but I won't, and I might watch, the American League division and the National League, but I won't watch like the whole season. My sister is a diehard Red Sox fan, and she knows every player and she knows who's cheating on whom, and she gets so angry and curses. I mean, she really is a diehard Sox fan. Now, I don't know whether she still is now that she's moved to Hondo, Texas. I love saying that, Hondo, Texas. Hondo, Texas is outside of or near San Antonio. So there. I do too. And you love your Chicago Cubs, okay. And Kathy Berg loves her Detroit Lions. And I love the World Series, the Little League World Series. That's another good one. And that's in Williamsport, Pennsylvania, if I'm not mistaken. Isn't that where they play that? They used to, right? In Williamsport, Pennsylvania. Here's a piece of trivia. And those kids, oh my God, I tell you what, some of those pitchers, they can really play. I think I'll stick that down there. This is very frustrating. I'm sorry. Let's. New tropical disturbance pops up. No. See that those people are just, I don't like those people that are fear mongers. You know, that's just, they should be. That's just not right. Oh, there it is. Okay. All right, here we go. I'm just going to take a look just to see how bad this really is. Oh, come on. My pools. Tigers. Picks, standings. Let's see. Ooh, my God. 18th place. Holy crap. I am down. Let's see, picks. Let me look at picks. Because you have 100 million. No, I don't want picks. Anyway, not good. Not good. Not good. All right. Best not to look. But it's fun to see all the people that are in that pool. A lot of those people don't. You have your Oregon Ducks. There you do. All right, let's see who's. Oh my gosh. Look at this guy. He's got. Holy crap. I've only gotten 7 right for this so far for this week. And there's a whole bunch of guys up at the top that have 12 right. That's insane. And the one guy is Tommy Kelsey, who's related to the Kelsey brothers. Oh, anyway, sorry to bore you with that. I'm just better off not knowing. I'm sure I picked the team. I'm sure I picked Denver. Oh, Willie's doing good too. Let's see who I pick here. Oh, yeah. Oh, you know what? Wow. No, I picked Denver, so I'm losing on that one. Most everybody picked Denver. So and it was an upset. Gosh, this is sticky. Oh, man. I don't want that. Okay, I'm going to stick that like so. I have to wipe my fingers. You know, sometimes they get so sticky that you can't. Let me just do that. So it's coming along. Yeah, slowly but surely. Oh, well, yeah. I mean, when you had, yes, of course, when you had the Celtics, and of course you got the Red Sox, and you got the Patriots. I mean, that's talk about sports. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Well, when we lived up in the Buffalo area, we went to many Bills games, and we had a whole group of people that we tailgated with. Oh my God, did we have fun? We'd get there about 10 o'clock in the morning, and we'd have coffee and bagels and such. And then we'd have lunch. before we went in for the 1 o'clock game. And then after the game was over, we'd get the grills out again and grill and have dinner. And by that time, the parking lot was emptied. And then we'd come home. We lived about an hour and 20 minutes from Rich Stadium. And we were fans for the 4 years that they went to the Super Bowl and lost. It was painful. You had better be a Cubs. Well, you know, if you're in Boston and you're on your way to a Sox game, you get on the subway, and the people either have a Red Sox T-shirt on, or the other T-shirt that you will see that just says Yankees suck. Doesn't matter whether the Sox were playing the Yankees that day. That's it. Yankees suck or Red Sox. And when my grandnephew was born, it was almost like a prenup that they had to agree that Matthew was going to be raised a Cubs fan. And that was kind of like a prenup, because the mom was from New York and an avid Yankee fan. All right, so we have that. Let's turn the page. I'm just biding my time here. Let's stick that in there. I have this, which I thought was pretty cute. It's like a camp out type of thing. And you know where I found this? I found it in the garbage. When I emptied out the garbage, it was laying on the top of the recycle, because I thought I was done with Halloween. So I'm going to take that. And we'll stick that here, and we'll stick that there. I don't know what that noise is either, Lily. I hear it too. Anyway. I didn't go to bridge Wednesday morning. I figured they still had it. The hurricane was getting ready. But I didn't go. I stayed home. What did I do Wednesday? Oh, Beth and I went on. Yeah, we did our forest book. A foresting we shall go. I just looked at my Amazon order. I love it now when they say estimated delivery. And the guy, I told you, I saw the Amazon truck go by. Went right past my house. How dare they? And not stop. I wonder what the Amazon delivery person must think. They're constantly bringing stuff into this house. They're probably wondering, where the hell is she putting all this stuff that we deliver? I kind of like these leaves. I think I'm going to put a stamp here. Is chat going? Yes. Are we frozen? No? We good? Okay. Someone say hey. Hey. How about? Ooh. How about a black cat? These are little. I've never seen little foamies. Oh, thank you, Debbie. Thank you. Did I see you? I mean, did you? You said something, you were making a collage shirt. Did I read that right? Anyway, I got all these stamps from Johnny. And they got lost. They didn't get here when they were supposed to, but that was because of Milton, I'm sure. And then I went online to see about because it said I have an informed delivery, and it said that it was coming, it was going to be delivered. and it wasn't. And then I went online to see, about reporting missing mail, and they said, don't report it until it's been missing for a week. And then the guy, isn't that a great stamp? Look at that kitty. That is really cool. This is a little tiny piece of foam. But she had this big stamp sale, right? All the stamps were, the wooden ones were $1, and the foamy ones, or the clear ones were 50 cents. I got a huge bag full of all these. I don't know. I have no idea what I'm going to do with them. I honest to God, no idea what I'm going to do with them. I got $20 worth. Just think about, a lot of them when she 50 cents. That's a lot of stamps. Yes. Oh, I picked the Ravens over the Commanders too. Okay, creating 5 new T-shirt designs to list an SV theme. Collage artist. Oh, okay. When you say that, are you designing the fabric, or the design that people will turn into fabric? Yeah. Well, college football is really big in Florida. Oh my God! In New York, I don't recall college football being that insane. But when I moved to Florida, man, you were either Florida State, you were either a Gator or a Seminole, and you better pick your sides. I mean, it's serious shit. And I never could keep them straight between who was the Seminoles and who was the Florida State. And I came up with some way to keep them separate in my mind. So you had the Gators and the Indians, the Seminole Indians. I can't remember what I did. Oh, Canva. Okay. Combine image and text for print on demand. Okay. Jean, right? Artist Jean. She was on earlier with Kim, and she had designed a whole bunch of these cute little monsters using Canva. I have Canva downloaded, and I used it when I was teaching, but I didn't use the paid version. I'm assuming you're using the paid version, right? I would imagine you're using the paid version. But it's pretty user-friendly, as I remember. Yeah, this is a good one here. All right, let's stick this over down here like so. All right, I'm going to stick a stamp here. Let's put a stamp here. The pro paid version, yeah. That would make sense if you're doing pro stuff. That's cool. So you're enjoying your retirement, Deb. Seems like you're being productive and enjoying your retirement. At least I hope you are. Big in Tennessee. Oh, Alabama, yeah. She had to hire her shirt. That's the Tennessee Volunteers, right? Is that the Tennessee team? I think the Volunteers. Ah. That's a friendly spider. Maybe we'll put one down on the bottom. Well, Seminoles. Oh, okay. All right. Subbing some and trying to get pod designs as passed. Okay. I don't know what a pod design is. I mean, I know what a podcast is, but that's not what you're talking about. How's subbing for you? I tried subbing, and I only subbed at the school where I had taught for 20 years. I didn't sub in a public school. I only subbed at the private school where I taught, and I found the kids to be royal pains in the asses. Excuse my French. And I decided it wasn't worth the aggravation. Oh, thank you. Print on demand. Okay, thank you. See, I learned something new. All those little, they call that an acronym when you have the. We had a woman that came from the business world, and she would, send out an email, and she would put at the bottom of the email, she would put ATD or something, and I'm going, what the hell is ATD? And it was like at the end of the day. I said, I don't know that. 75 was middle school, but high school. Yeah. Middle school, yeah. Well, they're still. No, I don't like that. It's too repetitive. I should have cut that down if I was going to cut that down. Yeah. And I knew the kids. And what used to upset me was, and I don't know, maybe it's different from where you were, that the teachers, especially the teachers that knew they were going to be out, did a really crappy job of leaving work for the kids. I thought, in my opinion, I didn't think or they would say, well, let them have a study hall. Do you know what a friggin' nightmare it is? Let them have a study hall. It means basically let them have a free for all. That's my take on that. I would be so pissed when the notes would be, oh, let them have a study hall. Let's see, let's take that. Yeah, that's kind of cute. EOD at the end of the day, or EOS of shift. EOD. Okay, well, end of day. That's what it was. EOD. All right, and I'm sure that's what it was. Well, I learned a new termination for tornadoes. I was telling folks when the tornadic outbreak happened during Milton, especially here in Florida where I was, they were popping up all over the place. And some of them were being referred to as PDAs. No, PDSs. And I had never heard. And the weatherman says, well, they never, ever used that terminology in Florida. And the PDS is particularly dangerous situation. And I had never heard that before. And I didn't really want to hear it for the first time either. Particularly dangerous situation. So if I was subbing and a teacher basically said, let them have a study hall, I would tell them that they could get their phones, put their earbuds in, and listen to whatever they wanted to listen to. As long as I couldn't hear it and they weren't talking, I didn't care. And they were, oh my God, they were so good. Even though I broke all of the school policies about phones, all that stuff. Oh, once. Oh my God. Yeah. Okay. Well, then you know exactly. Yeah. And they just nothing. And of course, when the kids see a sub, it's immediately the little inner alarm goes off. Oh, good, we can be assholes today. Because I'm being very harsh, and not all the kids are like that. Just the asshole ones. I think that's cute. That's out of the Olive and Cocoa catalog. I'll stick that little guy there. How's that? Well, I don't know, where is it, but the pay for sub where I was subbing was awful. It was a joke, absolute joke, and they wouldn't pay you for the teachers' prep periods. Like, what are you going to do? You're going to leave and come back during the teachers' prep period? So they only paid you for the prep the periods. Yeah, it was pretty chintzy. Oh, absolutely. You're right. That's right. That's it. Doesn't take but a few to really make for a long period. I had one kid that he wanted asked to go to the he asked to go somewhere, and I watched him, and he went out got out in the hall, and he went in the opposite direction, and I went after him. Oh, wow. Well, that's good. That's good. Now, the last time I subbed was a long time ago, but it was $85, which I thought was an insult. Let's see. I can go over here a little bit like so. I'm sorry. Deb and I are talking shop. Kind of like that. And I could take those. Well, that's good. Well, initially, I thought I would sub 2 or 3 days a week. Had a schedule. The fourth grader, I had a schedule at math time. I asked where they had left off, reviewed, and then. Well, that's good. That's good. Well, if I happened to have been subbing for like a history teacher, I could pick up wherever the teacher left off. But if I was subbing for a math teacher, forget it. Forget it. Yeah. Well, COVID came, and then I told him, don't call me anymore, because I figured the last thing I wanted to do was fight with the kid whether he had a mask on over his nose or not. And I said, this was a perfect time to bow out. And I had been retired long enough to realize that I didn't really need that extra income, that I was going to be okay. I wasn't going to starve to death. All right, I think I like that. I saw a stamp. I wonder, well, I can't really put a stamp on it. I don't have a Halloween stamp. Oh, oh, I threw, okay, never mind. Okay. All right. No, that's not too, something needs to go there. But what, pray tell? Do I have anything tiny enough? How about one of these little that's a treat, and it's like a pretzel shoved up a marshmallow, and a whole box of them are like $58 at Coco and Olive. Hi, Barbara. How about that? We'll cut these out. Those are kind of cute. But the prices in this catalog are pretty out there. They obviously think very highly of their products. And it's really hard to get a print catalog from them if you haven't ordered anything from them. And I didn't order anything from them. I went online and finally got one mailed to me. I'll tell you who gets the best catalogs in the mail for free is Beth. She's got that whole racket nailed down. She gets the most beautiful travel catalogs and brochures for the forest book. Incredible stuff that she gets for free. There we got a little marshmallow on a stick. And that'll go there nicely. Find some autonomous quotes that I can type out or write really tiny. Come on, come on, come on. Okay. Something's got to go there. Something. Ooh, how about like something like that? Ooh, an acorn. I don't understand why cats are in catalogs and moths are in mothers. I don't know. That's a good question, though. That is a good ponderer. I think, Johnny, there was an acorn stamp in the stamps I got from Johnny, but I didn't grab that. I just wasn't thinking about autumn. I was thinking about Halloweeny. When I was growing up, we could trick or treat all day long. If Halloween was on a Saturday, man, we could hit the streets at 10 o'clock in the morning and go until we filled up that brown paper bag and came home and got another one and hit the road again. But when my kids were growing up, and I kind of liked it, in the community that I lived in New York, trick-or-treating hours were set 6 to 8. And that was great. And of course, the older kids would come out and TP, there'd be toilet paper hanging from all the trees and smashed pumpkins, and you'd batten down the hatches, take wouldn't leave the grill out on the porch, bring it in and put it in the garage, because you never knew where your stuff was going to end up. Actually, that's too small to go there, but I think I'm going to stick it here, like down here. I like the little stuff. I have all those field notebooks I should start. There. A little acorn. All right. What else do I got here? I got that. Oh, this is the remnants of what I cut out of that. What was left of the catalog. No, I don't like that. Whoops. No, don't like. Oh. No, I don't like that. Let me just try one more thing. Oops, I'm sorry. This is my one of those things, you can open it up on either side. Yeah. Oh, really? Fireworks? Huh. So that's not a normal thing. Happy Thanksgiving. Oops. What about Whoops. Okay, here's my right here. I got some Timmy stuff in here. Let me see if I can't find a little something that I can stick there. Oh, how about $31? I know. Yeah. Ooh. That's too big. This was one of those packs of, the little Halloween ephemera. No, I guess that 31 is kind of cute. I think that's gonna be the. Okay, we'll glue that down. That's good enough. Just a little something, something. Yeah, I learned that's, yeah, what's her name? La Cafe, French. She has a video on how to make this. And then, you flip it over, and then on the other side, it opens from the other direction. And then you just glue down stuff to make slats for stuff. Big stuff. And then I think that's all I got. Yeah, I just have these little monsters that I drew a while ago. Where you take a number and then you make a monster out of it. I think that was the number 5. Those are here. Just come in there. Yeah. All right, that does that. Oh, we're on the last page. Oh, wow. That's cool. I might finish this. Let's see what I have here that would. Anything left from the catalog? I don't think so. Oh, too big. How about that? That's cute. Cut him here. Yeah, I'm going to put him there. See, that's cute. See, that would have fit in the other. Let's cut this out. Let's cut this person out. Tomorrow, I do believe Dee Dee's going to be doing her annual collage pumpkin. Yes, Kim, yes. And it picks up again tomorrow at 8 a.m. Eastern Time on Miriam's channel at Art Curious MNW, right? And she has the whole schedule. And I think Beth is going to be on. I mean, her normal time, I think, tomorrow night, doing a zine, being part of the zine-a-thon, as I recall. And I'm zined out. I've only made 2. But I am going to go back and find some autumn quotes and either handprint them really small or type them up with a small font and stick them in the book, because it really needs some. And there are tons of really nice quotes for autumn. Come in here like so. Yeah, you got to catch it. If you've never seen Dee Dee do her pumpkin, it's definitely set your alarm, whatever you got to do. 8:30 she usually starts. It's unbelievable. It's beautiful. Hi, Sandra. Thank you. How's that? That looks pretty cool. Maybe I can put a little stamp up here. Maybe a little spider, like who sat down beside her. Let's see if I can't do a little of this on the side here. And then I'm going to say, Auf Wiedersehen, Buenas noches, au revoir. Bon voyage. No, we're not going on a journey. I don't know. What is good night in French? I don't know. Bon. I don't know. Thanks, Kim. Kim made some killer zines too today. She made 2. And Jean made nice zine. And so did Miriam. So there's been some serious zinage done today. Bonsoir. No, is it bonsoir? Bones. Okay. Soir is evening now.
Okay, I found this on the web for a zenith done today. Bones.
Oh my God.
Check it out.
Shut up. God.
Okay.
That was Sari. That was Siri just answering that question. Let's see. I wish Dee Dee would do her collage on her fake home. I will drive up to get it after she's done. Well, does she do it? Does she do it on a? I know. I don't mean to be rude to poor Sari, but I've never had her. Well, I actually asked a question and she answered it, but she didn't really answer it. Does she do it on a real pumpkin? Maybe she does. You sure? She doesn't do it on. You are not alone. I know. No need to be lonely. You're never alone. Well, I'm going to glue this down, and then I'm going to put one stamp in the corner. And bonsoir. No, that's all right. And that SO, I don't think. Well, I know she does it every year, but And she said she was already gonna have the oh my God, pumpkin painted black. I'd like to do that one of these years. I don't know how expensive a pumpkin, but I would get the pumpkin and I would obviously, but she doesn't carve the pumpkin. She just paints on it and collages on it, but she doesn't carve it, I don't think. Could be wrong, but if you don't carve it, obviously it's going to last a lot longer. All right, I like that. I'm going to have a little spider sat down beside her and scared the there's the spider. And it's not a scary spider. Yeah, no carving, right? She paints on it and she collages. I want it painted, painted, painted black. I want it painted black. All right, let's do this like so. And look at that. Ta-da! Perfect ending. Well, thank you everybody for being here. And Kim, thank you for inviting me over to your channel and getting me all zined up. I'm going to put some stamps or little doohickey things here or quotes. But I'm happy with how those leaves came out. Oops. They came out really cool. Needs a little something, but we'll figure that out. And I'll show it to you probably Wednesday, the finished product. But yeah, here we go. Zina Rooney. Well, thank you again. Have a wonderful week. Hopefully I'll see you on Wednesday at 12:30 for foresting. A happy foresting we go. Yes, and hopefully it'll be a quiet week weather-wise. All righty. Thank you again. And remember, if you can't be good, be fabulous. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.